Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I have this really disturbing story that's coming from Kansas, Missouri. A few people want me to touch on it. It's about a 14-year-old girl. She's in the 8th grade. Her name is Alexis Kane. What went down is that Alexis Kane had met this 17-year-old boy on Facebook. His name is Isaac Malik Carter. So initially when she met him, they had hit it off. He seemed like a really cool dude. So then he asked to meet her again, and so she decided to meet him this time in person with some of her friends. So they decided to meet up at the local 7-Eleven, and so she was with 2 of her friends. And this time when Malik came, he wasn't by himself. He had 2 of his homeboys with them. One was 17-year-old Nick, and the other one was Ce-Anthony, and Ce-Anthony was 18. So at that point in time, Malik wanted Alexis to come with them and get in the car, and, let's go out to eat, let's go, hang out, let's go kick it. And her 2 friends that were with her, they just didn't feel comfortable. They said it was just something in their spirit. They told them not to go. They told Alexis not to go, but Alexis, she kind of felt torn because she did like the boy. She decided to go against her friends and get in the car with these 3 gentlemen, and that was the last time that anyone ever saw Alexis Kane alive again. This story is just so heart-wrenching. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my comments.
Alexis Kane found dead at a local water park 2 weeks ago. KBC9's Haley Harrison says we're learning of a link between this case and the death of a 6-year-old girl back in October. Haley.
The 7-Eleven on Blue Ridge is where court documents say Alexis Kane met her killers just a short time before her death. It is also where last fall little Angel Hooper was killed and shot in a drive-by shooting. Charges have already been filed in that case. Outside of this gas station, though, it appears as though the girls' tragic deaths are unrelated. Now, in Kane's shooting, prosecutors have charged 3 teenagers with first-degree murder and armed criminal action. A witness told investigators that Isaac Carter shot Alexis multiple times. Ce-Antonyo Kennedy allegedly beat her with a handgun. Prosecutors say Dominic McDaniel was also there encouraging the other 2. Now, at a press conference to announce the charges, Kane's mother, LaShonda Kane, appeared emotionally exhausted as she thanked police and prosecutors for their efforts to bring justice.
She wouldn't hurt anyone. She didn't deserve it. We all know that.
Police and prosecutors say that one person was already in police custody in connection to an unrelated incident. Another person was arrested yesterday, and their 3rd suspect was arrested this morning after an exhaustive effort by some 100 Kansas City police officers. Reporting live, Haley Harrison, KMBC 9 News.
And when asked about a motive for the killing, prosecutor Jean Peters-Baker said she could not comment, calling the girl's death senseless.
All right, so you guys just watched a news clip, and like I said, the entire situation is just really disturbing. So not only did these boys take her to an apartment, God knows what they did to her in that apartment. They could have raped her, they could have did anything, but afterwards they decided to take her to an abandoned water park because the water park is currently closed. As we all know, outside of LA, it's winter in the rest of the country, so the water park is closed, and they said that they caught it on surveillance where one of the guys hit her in the face with the gun. They had pistol whipped her, and then he shot her. Then he handed the gun over to his homeboy, and then his homeboy shot her. So they basically killed this young girl for no reason. I feel like this was some type of thrill kill where they just wanted to go on a killing spree and just find a victim. This is just so sad and so scary. This young girl's in the 8th grade. This young girl's the same exact age, and she's in the same exact grade as my son. When I look at my child and when I look at some of his friends, it could have been any of them. That's why I say that we got to continuously talk to our kids. And it's hard as a parent because you can't be around your kids 24/7, and you can talk to them, and at the end of the day, they're going to make their own decisions. But this is just really tragic that at 14, she felt the need to get into a car with 3 guys who were older than her that she met off of Facebook. And I just thank God that her friends, they chose not to go, because had her friends gone, we could have been talking about 3 dead girls as opposed to 1 dead girl. I really wish that she would have listened to her friends, but at the end of the day, that's neither here nor there because this young girl is dead, and nobody deserves to have their life taken in that manner. And I feel so bad for her mother, and then to hear that these boys had no remorse. They were smiling at her. They thought the whole thing was a joke. That's why I feel like they did this. This was just just some, thrill killing type shit. I just think the whole situation is just evil and demonic. When you have young men who are 17 and 18 years old and they have no qualms about taking the life of another child, I mean, this is just insane to me. The whole situation is just heart-wrenching. And once again, you just have to keep talking to your kids. Use these stories as examples. Use these stories as teaching methods and learning tools for your own children, your own nieces, nephews, cousins, and things like that. Because if this can happen to Alexis Lane and her family, this could happen to anyone. Because a lot of our kids are on Facebook, and a lot of our kids are talking to people that we're unaware that they're even talking to or having correspondence with. So the whole situation is just tragic. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Entire tragic situation that's concerning Alexis Kane and these three guys. Personally, I feel like because of the manner in which they killed this girl, they had no remorse. I feel like they deserve the death penalty. This whole situation is just sick. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.